Thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. Bring you greetings from the VA Medical Center in Wilmington. I'm Steve Gallerizzo, the Associate Medical Center Director. Our Director, Charles Dorman, was not able to be here today, but appreciate being back. I was here last year at your state convention and had a chance to meet some of you and speak at that time, so I'm glad to once again be back. The DAV has kind of a personal thing for me. My dad, who was a World War II veteran, who has since passed away, was a lifetime member of the DAV in a chapter in Maryland right outside of Washington, D.C. And I can always remember as a kid every month getting the DAV magazine and looking through that because I like some of the really neat pictures in there, the art pictures. And then very later on in my dad's life, as I had 28 years in the VA myself, my dad was very proud and he couldn't wait to get back to his chapter one day when my photograph appeared in the DAV magazine accepting one of your vans at the VA Medical Center in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. So I have a real true soft spot in my heart with the DAV and have had a great experience with you and your organization. Well, let me say, first of all, thank you for all the support that you provide us at the Wilmington VA and now our 5 community-based outpatient clinics throughout the area. What you do for us is really unmeasured. As was just mentioned with your DAV transportation program, I do not see Lewis here today. Is he here? There he is. I've never seen you look that good. Lewis does a fabulous job for us every day, does a terrific job not only coordinating DAV transportation program here in Delaware, but also from the state of New Jersey. So let's give him a round of applause. Those 2,700 vets, 6,300 hours, and 114,000 miles, that's a lot of traveling and a lot of veterans who, as you know, in the past would never have been able to get to a VA medical center or clinic without your program and your support. So we really do thank you. Some news from the Wilmington VA. We have a new director that will be appointed on July the 20th, and that's Charles Dorman. Mr. Dorman's been at the hospital for a couple months now in an acting capacity, but he'll take over full-time on July the 20th. He comes to the VA with a lot of years of experience. He was recently the director at the VA Medical Center in Los Angeles, California, which is one of the biggest hospitals in the country, so he's very, very experienced. Loves to be able to get out and meet and greet folks, so he'll be with you, I'm sure, at some of your future programs. We're currently right now interviewing for a new chief of staff. Many of you who may have known Morris Kirstein, Dr. Kirstein, he retired several months back after many years of not only VA healthcare experience, but he was retired Navy and an admiral and a surgeon, retired. And we're going to be interviewing in the month of July and should have a new chief of staff on board by the end of the month, end of July as well. Voluntary service, many of you know that Karen Cavanaugh retired back at the end of May. We're going to really miss her after a lot of years of great service. We've hired a new chief of voluntary service. Her name is Pat Caldwell. She'll be starting on July the 7th at the Wilmington VA, and she comes to us from the Pittsburgh VA, where she's been in voluntary service for a number of years. She's very, very experienced, is great with volunteers in the organization, so we're looking forward to having Pat come on board with us. Some program changes and updates over the past years. As was just mentioned, our budget last year, and actually for the past 2 years, has been very, very good. We too would like to see our budget start on October the 1st, so anything that you can do to help us get that going instead of having a late continuing resolution, we would like that as well. But we've had 2 really good positive years of budget, and then all the indications look like this coming year, the '09 budget, will also be positive for the VA and very, very positive for the Wilmington VA. Wasn't able to say that a few years back. We had a number of lean years, but we've been very, very fortunate the last couple of years. Our hospital last year received over a $12 million increase in our budget. Our budget's about $122 million, and we had received about $12 million total on top of that. Of that $122 million, about almost $8 million is through our MCCF collections, so those are real important to us. But again, the actual budget, the operating budget that we received was a $12 million increase. And that's allowed us to do a lot of really, really good things over the past year, and I'll talk about some of those things. As we've added programs, we've been able to do a lot more construction and modernize things. We've added a number of new staff positions as well, and that all equates to more and even better care to veterans in the area. We've been able to really expand a very, very important program to us, and that's in our behavioral health area. We've added in the process of adding a PTSD team of 5 individuals that's their responsibility is PTSD managing. We've expanded our homeless staff. We've expanded our compensated work therapy program, where we try and attempt to put veterans back to work and give them new work hardening skills. We've added substance abuse staff. We've added suicide prevention coordinators, and those are all in the behavioral health realm. With Operation Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom, we've done a number of outreaches throughout the year in both the state of Delaware and in New Jersey, where we go out for events in coordinating with the Department of Defense and do outreaches when those units come back, and we actually sign them up and schedule them right at those particular events. And we've been very, very active at the Dover Air Force Base with a number of those events. We've added case managers in our OIF program. We now have 3 staff that work in that. Miguel Marcos is the coordinator. Miguel gets out quite a bit. If you ever need to contact him directly, he will return your call within the day, I promise that. We've also added all of our behavioral health staff into our new community-based outpatient clinics. This coming Monday, I'm really happy to report that the new clinic here in Dover will be dedicated. Senator Carper, Congressman Castle will be there for that dedication at 10:30 in the morning. It's on West Governor Road in Dover, in Dover. So if you get a chance to attend that, please do. It's a beautiful, brand new clinic. It's on the 2nd floor. I don't know, Paul, if you've seen it yet? Yes, sir. Yeah. We've already opened it. We've started seeing veterans there, but it'll be formally dedicated this coming Monday, the 30th, and we're really, really proud of that. We also opened a new clinic in Georgetown, right on Route 113. That had been a combination clinic with Nanticoke Healthcare. We opened that about a month and a half ago. We've opened now both sides of that clinic, and that is expanding. Again, we have all of our behavioral health services there. We're doing some eye care, some podiatry care, and of course primary care at both of the new clinics here in southern Delaware.